What happens when the world outgrows its heroes and Batman grows old with it?
You get Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, the book that reforged Batman from campy superhero into a dark legend.
I'm TazAlGhul.
And I'm Just Abby. Welcome to Comics and
Comics
Brews.
and Brews! Tonight we're breaking down the fights, the failures, and the ferocity of Miller's Batman. And each book of the series gets its own beer pairing. It's the finest book of all time. It's the book that brought me back to comics way back when. It's been over a decade now, but how are you? Welcome to Comics and Brews. Let's ride.
Pages turn, the story unfolds, the ink on the paper, a world I behold. Lost in the panels where heroes fly, comic books and brews, my alibi.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so Batman. Of course, this is our first Batman story on Comics and Brews. We're going to tell you, but it's, of course, a tiny little segment. It's a little storyline here. It's a little storyline. It's The Dark Knight Returns because it's one of my favorite books of all time. It's up there. It's that and Old Man Logan storyline that are my top two. This got me back into comics, so I figured why not? And I got my little Funko Pop staring at my face that I work all day with, so that's what got me to write the script and do the story because it's literally right there. I'll show you later down the line. But before we get into The Dark Knight Returns and Batman and Superman and all this crazy shitza, we're going to go into the beers that we're going through here that we are going to be pairing. We have beer pairings for you, I guess, with each book, but these are our beers for episode number 29 of Comics and Brews.
Yeah. So I have the Bearded Brewer Artisan Ales collab with RIR, and it's a triple hazy IPA. It is called Unshaven,
I knew it was a triple. Wow.
and it is 9.8% alcohol.
It's a banger.
It's pretty good. It's, just a hazy IPA, really, for the most part.
I don't think I've had an
And this is-
RAR
the
that
can
wasn't a
looks like-
smoothie, so
Yeah.
that's pretty neat. Do we got any? There's no deets on here that we can give them?
Not really.
Literally nothing? Wow. Yeah, it's literally just
Pretty
brewed and
sure
canned
this
by
is the
Bearded
same.
Artisan.
So there's a bearded brewer in Nebraska that we had looked at stopping at because they have really great reviews. Never had their beers before, so I think that might be the same one, but apparently there's one in Longmont, Colorado, which is the one that specifically collabed with RAR. So
Oh, yeah, very interesting.
neat.
They have no details on there, but a triple I knew I tasted it. That's a triple I. I mean, we kind of
Yeah.
flippy floppied before we hit record here because Abby was not the biggest fan of this one.
That
I
was a
think
little
it's
too
pretty
bitter for
decent.
me.
But we're gonna ride. I have from Bear Paw River Brewing Company. Is this from Alaska? Wasala, Alaska. So God bless Tracy for bringing some Alaskan beer back to me. And now, of course, we had to do an Alaska one for an episode, so just delightful. We got Pizza Party, the Hazy IPA by Bear Paw River Brewing. Let's see if I got any notes on here for you. I don't think I do. It's just,
Can's cool though.
no, Ken is delightful. It's an actual pizza party. Let's see if it'll fuck us.
Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for this.
Oh, I know. Dang it. Should have saved the pizza for another Mutant Ninja Turtle. But if you haven't listened to Last Ronin, give it a listen. It's like episode 3, one of our favorites. But wow, let me give it a taste for you live on the cam because yeah, it's delightful. It's delightful. Not like too heavy on the flavor. It's just kind of crispy.
Yeah.
It's like a crispy, light, hazy. Oh, what's the percentage on this thing? I actually didn't even see that. It doesn't taste like it'd be heavy, but if it's like a 9er, I would shit my panties. I literally have nothing here. Nothing here to give you, my people. No percentage, no problems, I guess. It's just a mystery. Alaska don't give a shite, sah. Okay, got nothing there, but
All right.
pretty good. If you're in Alaska, go get it because it's not the worst. I gave it 3.75. 3.75 out of 5. What do you give yours?
I'd give mine a 3.8.
3.8. Oh yeah, I forgot. She's premium on Untapped, so she can go
premium.
0.5s and 0.8s and all that weird stuff. So
Yeah.
what a lady. Must be nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we said in the intro here, we are doing The Dark Knight Returns. So we shall set the stage for you. Let's rewind to 1986, before I was even born. Comics are in flux. You've got Watchmen dropping, Alan Moore redefining the adult comics. So they're trying to figure out how to get away from just being like nerdy, happy, just
Kid-like.
funky, kid-like comic books. and Watchmen comes out. This book's coming out. They're figuring it out. It's awesome. It's like the early day DC Black Label, just primetime beauty. And Batman, meanwhile, is still shaking off the Adam West glow. Fun, campy, gadget heavy, just like, I don't even know how to explain it except for just funky and, I don't know, not realistic. It's more comedic. Wow.
Comedish.
Yeah, we did go to Littleton Brewing before this, so yeah, words will be hard for this, but I think we're gonna figure it out. But yeah, comedic, I guess I would say, is how Batman seemed to me, because I did watch some Adam West back when my great grandma was still alive at LaRue's house. Never forget.
Wow. Yeah, and Frank Miller. I was gonna say Anne Frank. I was like, Anne Frank Miller. Anyway, and Frank Miller asks the question no one had dared at the time. What if Batman didn't die young? What if he got old, broken, and angrier?
So Miller writes a 4-issue miniseries, The Dark Knight Returns. As we said, it's a banger. Batman's 55, retired for a decade, and Gotham's worse than ever. It's just an absolute diarrhea pile in that city, which it almost always is. Gotham's always a disaster, but it's worse than ever. Gangs rule, media mooks, politicians shrug, and Bruce Wayne, he's just a shell of himself. He's old. He's retired, sitting in his Batcave wondering what's going on. He's just sitting back in his chair, just pissed, livid, but what's he gonna do?
Media mooks, everybody.
Media mooks. Mooks is such a cool word.
Is that a word?
You're a mook. Or a typo, I don't know.
I think it says mox, but
I wrote it really fast. I don't know. Yeah, it does say that. It's not my fault I can't read again. I think every 3 episodes I just can't read. And I have my contacts in, so this is real difficult.
This is really funny.
Wow.
Anyway.
Whoopsies.
So yeah, Bruce Wayne, old man, he's pissed off. He's like, what the hell's happening? I gotta come back in action. The best part is that it doesn't just bring Batman back, it drags him back. You feel the weight of the years, the toll of the mission, and the itch he can't scratch.
Nothing like an itch you can't scratch, people. It's the worst. Book 1, The Dark Knight Returns. So yes, the beer pairing for this. So we got a little segment of a beer pairing for each little book here. It's an Imperial Stout, dark, boozy, aged. A comeback in a glass. Because Batman's coming back. He's 55, and he ain't done yet, my babies. Taste the darkness with every sip. This is what a 55-year-old Batman truly needs. It's what he's sipping in the Batcave. That's what we probably will be sipping at the end of this episode. I think we're going to have to turn the record off and go get a little stouty to end this one off because it would only feel right. But book 1 opens with Bruce Wayne retired. Yes, we said that. He's retired, 10 years out of the cowl, drowning his demons in dangerous hobbies and quiet despair. The city, it's rotting, and the mutant gang terrorizes Gotham. There's always something terrorizing Gotham. This time it's the mutant gang.
And you feel Bruce's torment. He tries to ignore the call, but it's always there. Miller writes inner monologue like thunder in Bruce's skull. The time has come. You know it in your soul. For I am your soul.
You cannot escape. Dum 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 dum. Yeah, that doesn't tickle your beanbag there. I don't know what will, because it's deep, it's dark, and I love it. And that's why this book by Mac Comics. I almost cursed. Woo! We're cooking. But this is why I got sucked back in. I didn't just want weird. I just didn't want comic books that I was used to when I was a kid. Because I think I pulled this book off a Target shelf, 2015 or 2016. Maybe 2014. I don't know. It was a decade ago, and I hadn't read comics since I was a child, really. And I just pulled it off, and I was like, I'm just gonna see how this goes. I'm a Batman guy. We're gonna fire it up. And sweet berry wine. It was delightful, because I didn't want just normal shit. I wanted a grown-up book. I was a grown-up back then. I was 24 years old. Just beautiful. So it was awesome. And the comeback scene is iconic. Batman's return isn't triumphant. It's terrifying. He's slower, heavier, thick boy, just absolutely massive. And Miller draws him perfectly. People chirp him for his covers nowadays. I know his recent Wolverine one is what people chirp him for. I mean, I don't know. He's getting old, and he's just a legend. So I would hope people let me continue to draw if I was that legendary, because this book is top notch. But anyways, he's got that beef. But when he lands in the storm, lightning cracking behind him, that cover everyone knows from Dark Knight Returns. If you don't know this cover, I'm gonna lay it down here for you because I have it right there of Slabby 9.0 on the wall there. I wish I was 9.8, but I don't. But it's beautiful. It's one of the most iconic covers of all time. You must have it. It's mythic. It's beautiful. And Miller frames him like a god stepping back onto Earth. And it's just absolutely beautiful. And that's I just wish I could pull it down. But I'll show you right here. I'll overlay it as these words are coming out of my mouth.
How much does that cover, or that issue run for?
A 9.8 of that one. I will put it right here, but I guess I'll just show you people how many. I'm gonna guess it's not like Lex Luthor's first appearance from our last episode where it was like
Well, that was
20
a long time ago.
Gs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was like 1940s. This is 1986, I believe. But I think it's probably around a G. I could be wrong, but I'll show right here as I say this, so I could be full of it, but it's around a G, I'd say. Could be wrong, but we're gonna find out.
Well, beautiful. And that's why an Imperial Stout does fit.
Yes.
Heavy, rich, a little punishing. You don't drink it casually. Just like Batman doesn't come back lightly.
Yeah, I feel like every time we rip a stout, like a massive stout, we're already like 7 beers deep.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're getting into it now. Segment 3 here, Book 2 of The Dark Knight, Triumphant. West Coast IPA, bitter bite, sharp clarity, victory earned with an edge. West Coast IPAs are not my favorite. I actually usually hate them. We had one today. I kind of liked it, but that's because it tasted like nothing. So I wouldn't say I liked it, but West Coast is not. It always
He's from
has.
the West Coast, so
I am. It's just like very hoppy for me. I'm not a big super hops guy. I love hops, but it's got to be a certain type, and it usually is just too. I don't know how to explain it. Something does on my tongue. Not a big fan. But book 2 is the Battle of the Mutants, so that's why you need that little twang on your tongue. That's gonna be perfect pair for this. Their leader's a beast, massive, jagged teeth, raw brutality, and Batman confronts him head on for the first time. Batman loses. Wow, I needed that.
the
Sorry.
fight is brutal, just like Taz's burp. And the mutant leader slams him into walls, claws at him, leaves him bleeding. And this isn't young Batman. Every hit does rattle his bones. So
It hurts
when
real
Bruce
bad.
limps away, you feel the mortality this
And
time
you
around.
feel it like in every panel. It's crazy because he actually draws every panel just so brutal where you can just feel it. It's awesome. But the book is old, so you saw the scribbles. They're right there. But it's
See, but I am such a fan of 80s comic artwork. I would much rather, because I love Dazzler. I love the things that were like super popular in the 80s because I like that.
And
Maybe
it's
not so much now for
just
people, but
more
that's
real.
my thing.
It's more real to me. Like
I
nowadays,
think, yeah.
I don't
Everything
know.
seems so digitized or like.
They're just straight up drawing it back then, and now, I mean, I guess that's what my job is, a straight digital, which sucks. I like the just old fashioned. That's how you do it, and it's beautiful, and that's what this whole book is. So I'll show you some of this artwork. We had the books right here. Too far for me to reach over just Abby, but I'll get the digital realm to him for you. But no more Alfred to stitch him when he's going through these battles, because he's old. He's 55. Alfred's got to be like 155 at this point.
Oh, wow.
He's long gone. Bruce is also almost long gone, like Sweet Bear Wine, all these duels. But Batman adapts. Round 2 is one of the greatest Batman fights ever drawn. He lures the mutant leader into a mud pit, neutralizing his size and speed in the famous line. Let me give it to you with my reading voice here. This isn't a mud hole. It's an operating table. And I'm the surgeon. And he absolutely demolishes him. One of the best fights in comics I've ever seen. He literally is just like crushing his skull into the mud, basically drowning him in mud. It's banana lands. And the fact that I still remember this because I read this again a decade ago. And I looked at it the first time right before we recorded this episode just to get a little brain clicker here. And it's just insane. It's a beautiful battle. and Batman absolutely cripples his ass. But he reminds me of like the Ninja Turtles villain. Damn it, I can't remember who. It's not Krang. It's a big. I can't remember, but big, gigantic, really cool glasses if I remember right. But hopefully I can just like throw it up here to show you guys. But yeah, it was an incredible battle. Yeah, just mud pumps him. Just.
It's kind of fun.
How are you?
And panel by panel, Batman dismantles him. It's not flashy martial arts, it's calculated surgery. Broken bones, precise strikes, controlled savagery. The crowd of mutants watches in awe. But by the end, their leader's broken, and Batman isn't just back, he's a legend again.
Legendary.
With 2 C's. Monstrous and old.
Boy.
Just pure beauty.
That's the bitterness of the West Coast IPA I was talking about earlier, because Batman is bitter. He lost, but he returned, and he was thick, and the taste was potent. Sharp, punching, but satisfying when you take it in. That was a terrible sentence. That was disgusting. Batman's victory isn't clean, it's bitter and bloody. Yes, that's awful, but how are you?
Yeah, and then Carrie Kelly steps up, the 13-year-old Robin, bright-eyed and brave, literally saves Batman from death. She's the citrus note in the IPA, cutting through the bitterness with hope.
Yes, Carrie Kelly for you. If anyone who is a Funko fan out there, I don't know if it focuses, but that's Carrie Kelly. Beauty and grace. And I forgot I didn't have my mic there, but that's Carrie Kelly. That's her pop. It's beautiful. I keep forgetting that I have to hold the mic to my mouth hole. So beautiful. She is a legendary Robin, actually. And there are more books that come out that more focus on her later down the line, which are really cool. But we don't talk about those here because I actually do plan on doing a drunk history of Carrie Kelly, so that'd be really sick.
Nice.
All right, segment 4, book 3, Hunt the Dark Knights. Beer pairing of this one, it's going to be a classic Pilsner, a little Cold War lager for what we're about to dive into. Crisp, historic, political backdrop in a glass. Everyone hates politics. They're disgusting. So this beer is also gross. Gotham's in chaos, but Batman's return inspires both fear and fascination because everyone's like, holy Santa Claus shite, the man is back. It's been a decade, and citizens take sides, of course. The government takes notice.
And the government's weapon? Superman. Oh, no.
That's a pretty good weapon.
Dang.
Pretty good weapon.
So, except he's not Bruce's friend here. He's a political pawn. Reagan literally sends him to rein Batman in.
Pretty
like
cool.
Ronald.
Yeah.
Like the Ronald of Reagan's.
Pretty cool how they include that. That's why I remember reading it. I honestly remember reading half of this book on the pooper and being like, holy shit, they actually put the president in here? Pretty crazy, but I guess they do that in comics in general, like Spider-Man with the Obama cover. I don't think they've had any Trump stuff, but it's crazy. I like when they include realistic people to really tie in the real life stuff. It's pretty cool. Superman is drawn as almost saintly, but he's just drawn awesome. I'll just say that. He's like insane. He stops wars, catches nukes, but at the bidding of authority, Batman is the opposite. Rebellion. Raw will, refusing to compromise, and old, ancient, and thick. He ain't giving up, and that's the true grit of this old bag. It's honestly beautiful. It's incredible to see because he's just like an old, white-haired Batman. Like, you have to read this book to understand this. I hope I can provide you visuals here to like get you to see the feeling of this Batman because this book is just all the feels, but it's absolutely incredible. And the battle of Batman and Superman is legendary. And that battle is to come. We'll talk about that later because it doesn't happen just yet.
I have a question.
Yes.
So this is old Batman. Does that mean is Superman old in this too, or
Superman doesn't age really. He's like an alien.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So he's from Krypton. He just is. He looks
I just
like
didn't.
normal
This is
Superman.
like Clark Kent,
Yes.
Superman.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's like other Dark Knight books. So we have. Can you hear me that? So like this is the main one we're talking about here, and we're talking about the Thunderbolt and whatever. That's. Yeah. Okay. So it's like this one. That's what we're talking about here. But there's this whole other book, which I don't think we're talking about here right now, which gets into, it's the Dark Knight stuff. But there's like Supergirl, Wonder Woman, Superman, like way more heavily involved, which I don't think we talk about in this episode. But this is something I would love to talk about because the Superman and I just like flip one page and like just for an example, that's Superman and Supergirl right there. Like, pretty crazy. And they are way more heavily in that book than they are in this book. It's more about the battle of Batman versus Superman in here, which, yeah, we're going to talk about, but crazy. Like, the whole storyline ties into so much, and it's so awesome. It's banana lands.
But yeah, the Cold War backdrop kind of explodes here in this timeline. So there's nuclear tension with the Soviets. Superman nearly dies stopping a bomb, and Gotham plunges into blackout chaos. Batman rallies a vigilante army, the Sons of Batman.
The Sons of the Bat. And they have like this crazy, they all wear this little like back symbol on their eyeballs. It's awesome. But tension builds. Batman vs Superman. Ideologies. Oh my God. Ideologies. Oh my God, that was hard. Woo! Sorry, that's why this is Drunk History of the Dark Knight. But they collide, and that crisp historic Pilsner fits its old world, nasty, crispy, political, rooted in history taste. Just
I know a Cold War. What was it? A Cold War ale? What was it?
I don't know. Don't ask questions.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Book 4, The Dark Knight Falls. The Dark Knight Falls. This one apparently we're going to be pairing with a cherry sour, sweet first sip, acidic finish, the Joker's last laugh, bottled. Because we're getting the Joker up in here. Joker wakes up. He's been in a catatonic state for years. Dead inside because obviously you know his number one man is the Batman. And he can't live life without the Bat. He lives to torture the Bat. And the moment Bruce returns, Joker stirs like a moth to a flame. It's beautiful.
And Miller doesn't hold back. Joker goes on a killing spree, gleeful and horrifying. Their showdown in the Tunnel of Love is maybe the darkest Joker Batman fight ever.
It's honestly one of the most legendary fights of all time. I'll just Google it and show you here because we do have the book right here, but it's an insane battle. His white suit, terrifying makeup, and weird, like he's got like a weird squared jaw to me. Like he's just got like a long face. And it's just a different Joker than I ever would have imagined. It's super cool. And his little spicy, like curly flavor hair is banana lands, but majestic. And Batman brutalizes the absolute poop out of him. Try not to curse here, people. We're trying to get monetized. Oh, Lord. But refuses to cross the line as always. Batman doesn't murder. He doesn't kill. He just holds the line. And that's just Batman. He leaves Joker crippled. And like their duel into this thing, like he's got his batarang like in his eyeball. Like it is an absolute battle to the death. Like they're both basically dead. And I'm pretty sure he paralyzes the Joker. So at the end of it, they're just kind of like both laying there like, oh my God. But the Batman knows he's got him beat. The cops are just swarming the area. And the Joker like knows he's toast, but he basically, the cops are rolling in. Batman's basically trying to get out of there. He was like, you're done. They're going to come and get you. And the Joker, instead of just being a dead corpse and taking it, he makes it look like the Batman kills him. He just offs himself, breaks his neck. And because they're saying, like, it's not suicide, the cops are rolling in there. It's not suicide. It's not suicide. And Joker just, see you never, dead. So then, who's it going to be pawned on? The Batman. He killed the Joker. He didn't, but it's going to look like that. And so that's going to cause a whole shindig of things. And those are the days before fake news. So absolutely bananas. In the 80s, you put that on the news, on the TV, Batman kills the Joker. It's going to get crazy.
I think all news has been fake news in the past, but anyway.
Yeah, probably true. Actually, yes, forever.
And then
we're all being lied to.
But the climax, Batman versus Superman. Old batter Bruce, kryptonite arrow in his arsenal, Carrie by his side. Superman holds back, but Bruce, he unloads decades of rage, every ounce of obsession.
Heavily armored. Absolutely incredible. So, yeah, one of the best armored suits I've seen in Batman. Let me see if I can just really flip through this really fast because his suit is so sick. Damn it. I don't think I can do it really fast, but I do have a pop right here of armored Batman.
Heck
Let
yeah.
me just get it for you. I don't know if this definitely doesn't give you a good gist of it, but at least you can see what I'm talking about here. And for all you Funko fans out there, I know we're all nerds and we collect weird stuff, but there we go. We got the armored Batman. Pretty awesome. And the whole set in this is so cool. Just Batman, armored Batman unmasked. I have that one up there on the wall over here. Not going to pull that. Yeah, so it's like white-haired Batman, and then we got Superman, Carrie Kelly, and the Joker. I have all of them. So that's pretty neat because I absolutely loved this story. Like I said, one of my favorites. So if you haven't read it, please read it. But actually, I have this open, so there's an example of white-haired Batman right there. Just old as poop. So, like, man, look how vintage that guy looks.
He's vintage.
He looks aged to perfection. So,
Yeah.
absolutely incredible. And I don't even know where I left off there. Oh, yeah. No, you're the closer here for this one.
And yeah, so
Bananas.
the cherry sour is perfect here. Sweet at first, then sharp, acidic, leaving you uneasy, just like the Joker's death and the bitter taste of Bruce's victory. So basically, Batman beats Superman. I don't think if that was like explicitly said or not.
But
Not by power, but by preparation, cunning, and the will to sacrifice literally everything. And then he fakes his death, letting the world think the knight's fallen.
Yeah, and the battle, if I remember right, it's like in the snow. They're just dueling, and Batman, I don't know. The preparation part is the coolest part because his armor and everything, the kryptonite he has on him, just plays the biggest role, and they're just dueling back and forth, and like, it almost makes it seem like it's Crime Alley because it's so. I wouldn't say it's dark. It's like 1980s drawing, but it's awesome. You can like feel the battle. It's so cool. And you're just like, holy shit, this is incredible. But yeah, Bruce's preparation. He's an old bag of dicks.
It's that old man
Old
strength.
bag of dicks, and he's 55. Yeah, the old man strength really takes on, and he armored himself, he kryptonited himself, and he fought Superman and won. Like, it's crazy. So it's so cool. But yeah, it's one of the best battles ever, and it's one of the battles that literally brought Batman vs Superman in the movie DCU before the DCU turned to Scheitza. Like Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck. I was going to say Ben Stiller for a second. That would have been.
But that's why the cherry sour is perfect because it is like sharp, sweet, whatever. But
Sharp.
it is a bitter kind of win, I think, because in the end, I feel like Batman and Superman want the same thing. It's just in this moment, they're not.
Yeah,
They're against each other.
Yeah, and it's not like Superman's dead. He's just
No.
defeated. Superman never dies, except for Lex Luthor when we talked about he died in our last episode. But that's a different story, different storyline. But just incredible. So we're gonna take it to the next segment here.
To the next
How are ya?
one.
Oh yeah. So in this final segment here, we're gonna take you with a barrel-aged stout, complex layered, lingers long after, and perfect for a nighttime finale, because this is the finale of the episode here. Miller's Batman is terrifying, kind of. Just a sprinkle, just because it's like more real world shit. Critics call him a fascist, authoritarian, and others call him the most realistic Batman ever written, which I would definitely agree with. I think it was one of the coolest stories ever written. You can feel how real it felt, and the way he brought real world times and real world issues is incredible. And it's not like leaning another way or another. It's just like actually giving you a story with what's going on, which was super cool. Super cool. I would love to see that in comics nowadays. But you feel his age, you feel his emotion, and the pure feelings of Batman at 55. He's 55. He's got white hair. He's old as shit. Old man Bruce Wayne. It's crazy.
50 is the new 40 now, though. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but in 1986, whenever this was, I mean, I guess not. But that's why this sent me back in the comics. It was such a cool story, and I want realistic stories.
You want the truth.
Yeah, I'm just so happy I grabbed it like off a Target wall. Like, I was not into comics anymore. I was whatever about it. And I just pulled, literally, this is the book right off the shelf at Target back in however many years ago that was, a decade ago. And legendary, because it fell into what was the future of Batman vs Superman. It's incredible to see.
Yeah. What's undeniable is the impact. Without The Dark Knight Returns, we don't get Burton's gothic Batman. We don't get Nolan's obsessive strategist. I don't know how to say that.
Strategist.
Yeah. Snyder's armored Batman in Batman versus Superman is lifted right from this story.
Yeah, because that duel was like the first time you saw it in movie form. So cool. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good, but I want to see, because I guess Ben Affleck was, I don't know, he wasn't like an old Batman. But the way they made like his armor, he was like a chunkier, thicker Batman, which is cool. But I want an old man Batman, like old man Batman, like we got Old Man Logan. Like Old Man Logan is one of my top 5 movies of all time. It was so sick. We can get an old man Batman storyline just like this. I mean, Frank Miller already had like what, Sin City. I think they made a movie on that black and white one with Jennifer Garner or whatever. Pretty sure she was in it. Like I'm pretty sure that's his storyline. If we can get something like, I don't want black and white. Give me the full shebang. Black and white would be cool though. Whatever. Give me anything.
Noir.
Give me anything. He's got white hair. That's cool. But just like do that. Like give me an old man Batman movie. I get like Michael Keaton. He was old. The Flash. Maybe make him be the old man Batman. I don't see him being the jacked version of this.
No.
But I also don't want, what's his face? I don't know. That's a whole other story. But I want an old man Batman movie. That'd be really cool. And I would love another storyline where Batman gets old, because this was the best. And that was 1986, I think. We're almost 2026.
You know,
That's
it's like
40
Keanu
years.
Reeves could just get jacked.
Oh, scheisse.
But just get jacked and just older. Because he still looks, I mean, he's probably old, but
He's a
looks
slender
pretty good.
man, though. But
Well, I think he could
he
get
is the
jacked,
berserker.
Though. He could get jacked for that, though.
I mean,
I just like him a lot.
I would shat if Keanu Reeves did a old man Batman, but
know.
I'm sure they can just like make him look girthy. But I hate the CGI
Eh.
fakeness. That would just be so cool.
Nah,
though.
yeah.
Keanu Reeves is, he might be my favorite actor of all time.
He's really good.
He might be my number one, because he just seems like a beauty too. He's got
He's
a
good
band.
he's good in rom-coms.
He's nice to people.
He's good in action movies.
And he just wants to be left alone. He
yeah,
just loves
he's just
life.
like a person. He's
So
a real
cool.
person. Yeah.
Keanu, I love you. I'll never probably meet you, but if I do, I'd love to just shake your hand. What a treat that would be. The reading flight. We're going to close it out here with a reading flight here for you, because this is an interesting one. It's not like single issues or anything. But we got The Dark Knight Returns from, I was right, 1986. The essential 4-issue miniseries there. So you got to get that. It's beautiful. But if I were you, I actually, shit. This is it. This issue has it all. But I also got like some weird exclusive black and white ones that I have back here. So maybe I'll throw those in here. Maybe I won't, because that's too much work. But yeah, we got The Dark Knight Strikes Again in 2001. Louder, more chaotic sequel. The Dark Knight 3-2. Sorry. Wow, my contacts are frick. That's a 3. The Master Race 2015. Yes, I have a lot of those. Miller with Brian Azzarello. And then Batman Year One, 1987. Miller's story at the beginning to the balance, the end. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read that, but my brain just went dark as I said that. So, yeah, neat.
So yeah, that's Miller's Batman arc, the origin, and the finale.
It's hot. Very hot.
So yeah, that's our pour on The Dark Knight Returns, the book that made Batman terrifying again. Not so campy.
Yeah.
Although I love some campy stuff. But
No, not like the Adam West campy. It was just like, burp, 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 like Blue's Clues Batman. Like, I don't want that. I want real Batman. That's why I like the new Batman with vampire face. What's his name? You're a Twilight person. How do you not know?
What? I'm a Twilight
Don't you
person?
love Twilight?
I like Twilight.
Then what's his name?
Edward Cullen?
Yeah. No, yeah, what's his real name? That Batman.
Oh my god, I'm
I'm a
blanking.
big fan on that
What's his
Batman.
name?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god,
Me
I don't
too.
know.
Whatever. Who cares? But that guy. I love that Batman. And I love the Penguin story was incredible.
Robert Pattinson. there
Robert
we go.
Pattinson,
Sorry,
ladies and
took me a
gentlemen.
minute.
Yikes. Wow, the beers have risen. But wow, that's incredible. But yeah, those movies, dark, grungy, but it's young Batman. Maybe like do that for an old Batman. But so cool. They're in the right direction for the DCU, I think. Especially with James Gunn taking over, and that Superman seems beautiful. And I would not doubt it if he were to be the one to like continue that and do this kind of storyline. because that guy seems like a genius. The way he deals, I mean, I saw like the behind the scenes with Superman, the way he talks scenes out. It's incredible. So it's beautiful.
So yeah, drop a comment.
Sorry.
Is Miller's Batman the definitive Dark Knight, or is that too dark for you?
Definitive.
Definitive?
Definitive. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this beautiful channel at Comics and Brews Comics_Brews. We need you to just click the sub, click the little thumb up there because we're trying to get monetized right now. We're in a battle. We got rejected.
I don't really care to get money, but
I mean, we'll probably get 4 cents.
it's really just the principle.
a month. We worked pretty hard to get
Yeah.
here. I mean, it's like 3 million hours of views to get here.
Yeah.
And we did it in a year. And so, yeah, if you could just like give us a little thumber and a sub, that'd be just delightful. Because we tried, but be sure to check out our website, comicsandbrews.co, because we got the secret beer shirts. They just dropped today. So as you're listening to this, they might be a week from now, but they are here. The fall line is all dropping. We got new hats, new shirts, and we have new beanies incoming, which I'll probably drop. Might be dropping right as I'm saying this. But yeah, fall is the finest time in the world. So we got hoodies, sweaters, and beautiful treats.
We like the hoodies.
Yeah, we got
Hoodies are life.
we got some new box ones coming out. They should be arriving here next week. So I'll see if I like those. Those will be in the shop too. If you don't like them being wrapped around your waist, you want a little boxy guy. There you go. But yeah, that was the drunk history of The Dark Knight Returns. Old Man Batman at 55. Can I get a oh
The story unfolds, it ink on the paper, a world I behold. Lost in the panels where heroes fly. Comic books and brews, my alibi. Late at night with a
Can I get a oh yeah? No. Come on.
I don't do that.
Oh
I don't do that.
yeah. Why?
I can't.
Oh yeah.
My body doesn't let me.
Oh yeah.
No.
It's bullshit.